centralized intake was another area that was highly successful, allowing individuals to not have to keep telling their story or just having a referral to a service and then never being picked up. It was the opportunity for individuals to receive immediate services at the time they needed it.
We really looked at a true barrier-free way of accessing any of our programs and services through our centralized intake, where you have almost 55,000 direct one-on-one services were provided last year alone.
One thing that we were really good at doing was pushing through, making services available, getting on the virtual platforms, which was a whole nother enterprise for us. But in doing the virtual along with our in-person services, we were able to reach over 77,000 individual services.
Last year, ONWA supported just over 350 Indigenous women to safely exit from human trafficking.
This was an incredible task, especially during the pandemic when a lot of areas closed down. We stayed open. We just needed to look, revamp, pivot, and continue to deliver our services.
And we moved into working in mental health and addictions, accompanied and in alignment with anti-human trafficking efforts, which has really opened up new pathways and doorways and opportunities for survivors to successfully exit from exploitive or human trafficking relationship.
I have a really good opportunity to stay on a good track, and it's all because of ONWA, because I don't have a family, I don't have things like that, and I don't know the direction to go, and that's how they've supported me emotionally, physically, spiritually, and mentally.
Our Linda Moye Clinic. Last year, we administered almost 12,000 COVID-19 vaccine doses.
So the clinic has provided an opportunity for Indigenous peoples to have culturally focused and culturally sensitive and inclusive vaccine services. It's the first of its kind dedicated standalone clinic for COVID vaccinations.
At ONWA, we strive to connect Indigenous women back with their families as well as land, and medicine is an important part of that. Our advocacy work is focused on healing Indigenous women and communities, creating safe spaces, and looking at how we do research and evaluation to benefit the families that we're working with.
Our housing team during the pandemic amazed me. And again, it humbled me, I guess would be more than I could say. I was definitely humbled by the work of our Nadawan team, as well as all of our programs across the province. Being able to build relationships with landlords and be able to connect community to housing during a pandemic when there's a housing shortage, there's a lack of housing, and never mind, how difficult it is to house somebody who's homeless because people want references. All of these barriers were put up and they overcame it. Last year, we supported just over 400 children in staying with their families and the prevention of apprehension from child welfare. Additionally, over 100 children have been reunified with their family.
At the start of the pandemic, we had to shift our focus on how we could do our work safely and effectively from home. We did not stop. Instead, we had to adapt how we did our work, from digitizing documents and improving processes to learning how to work from home while still being part of a team. It was a whole new way of working with an uncertain future. In the end, we came out stronger than ever before.
When everyone else was closing their doors, ONWA really stepped up to the plate and we opened our doors with open arms to be able to help our community members so that they would feel safe and that they were educated. I don't know how many people we brought on board here at the health clinic that have, after a couple months of working here, are just like, holy moly, this is so simple. Why doesn't it happen in healthcare? Just treating people with dignity, respect, and listening to their needs goes so far.
The innovative approaches that we implemented throughout that year was so needed throughout the community. It was hard enough with COVID-19, and then with the way that our world kind of changed with that.
At the end of last year, we saved the provincial government a minimum of $40 million to upwards of $128 million from 3 programming that we do here in the province of Ontario.
The program that was developed 25 years ago may not be meeting the needs of the community today. Our Courage program is a perfect example of that. Housing is another one where we've adapted the way that we do our work, and if we continue to kind of look at the services, look at our environmental climate and adapt towards that, support our community, man, that's change right there. That's huge change for our individuals.
If I had an opportunity to say thank you to ONWA, I would tell them thank you for never giving up on me. Thank you for giving me a chance. Thank you for making me feel like I am worth something, that I am lovable, that I'm not alone. And thank you for the opportunities and the support that they've given me over the last 9 months of this journey. If I didn't get this help, I would have died. There's no doubt in my mind that that would have killed me. And I wouldn't be where I am today if I didn't have the support of them. So I'm forever grateful for them.